But the thing is, though, when I met them, I got this like rush, and it was crazy, and I thought it was insane meeting them.
Life's been good, yeah. Life's been really great, really great. I just got a really pat it on the
What's up, HypeCentral family? Today we're out here in West Palm Beach, Florida, and we're bringing to you one of Florida's hottest upcoming celebrity and athlete sneaker plug there is. His name is Hunter Krieger, but you may know him as Ultrasolezzz. He's sold to many athletes and celebrities such as Zion Williamson, Zaire Wade, and Lil Keed. Today we're going to introduce you guys, so come along. Yo. What's up, my boy?
What's up?
How you doing? How you doing today? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm good. I'm Hunter. I go by Ultrasolezzz 2 online, and I'm just a celebrity shoe plug.
Welcome, guys, HypeCentral family. Hunter, also known as Ultrasolezzz, and let's get the show started today. So, how do you begin reselling, bro?
So it was like end of 6th grade, maybe even like middle. Honestly, I don't even remember that like vividly like that, but someone, I don't remember who either, but they came in with some like Yeezys on, and I really wanted them, and I thought they were really nice.
Did you know about them before, or did you just like the design?
I just liked the design.
Oh,
and they looked cool. I honestly don't even remember what Yeezys either. It was like a quick thing, so I just like looked it up and found it and started seeing it. But that was when, I think it might have been the Breads, but that was when like they weren't like insane like that. The money wasn't crazy to buy them. So what I did was I got money from a party. It was a birthday party I had, like a big one though. And because I think it was my 13th or something like that. And from all the money I got from that, I got my first pair. I think it was from Flight Club too.
Flight Club? Dang, you probably got tagged.
Yeah, but at the time, I had no clue about that.
Yeah.
I don't even think StockX was like a thing.
No, probably not.
Or like in Goat, like those apps, like no one knew about
Maybe
it.
like Grailed. I think
Grailed might have
one.
been. That could have been. But
so you said you started in 6th grade. You're 14 now, right?
I'm 15. I just turned 15 in June.
Oh, you're 15 now. So you've been reselling for about 2 years now? About 2 years. Okay. And so your first cop, did you keep it for personal or you flipped?
My first cop, I think I flipped it, but if I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember.
You didn't.
But I think I flipped it, just knowing how I would be, because the first thing I ever did buy was a pair for myself. So I think the next one I got, I ended up flipping it.
Okay. So what was the first shoe that you remember you purchased to resell? When you learned about the resell game?
So if I was gonna be honest, I was like an idiot kinda. So what happened was I went to actually a sneaker event that was in Miami. I think it was Sneaker Games, but it was I got Dame Vapes. No clue why.
I remember
you got those too.
I'm not gonna lie, I skipped the line at Kith to get those. They only had like 10 pairs.
I don't know why, but I got them and I paid high, and I ended up like taking like a hit on them, like losing like $20, but that was the first shoe I ever bought.
Hey, but that's how you learn regardless, you know?
Yeah.
So from there, you started reselling, you learned about the game. Who put you on? Like, how did you learn?
I think honestly, no one like really like put me on like that. I just like watch YouTube videos and stuff like that. It wasn't really like someone like put me on like that. It was just like YouTube, to be honest.
So you found out through the Yeezys that shoes were flipping. You looked it up.
Yeah, and then watched YouTube videos on it. I think I watched Kais a lot.
Kais?
Yeah, I
feel like you learn pretty much anything nowadays on YouTube.
Yeah, it's really YouTube and Safari. That's how I found out.
So how'd you go from like barely reselling to starting to develop relationships with, like, tell them who you've sold to so far.
So the biggest people I've sold to, this is like just all down the line, are like FaZe Adapt, FaZe K, FaZe Blaze, and then you've got people like Zion Williamson.
That's crazy.
Tua, he was the quarterback for Bama. He's now injured, but who else? There's a bunch of big people. Zaire Wade, you got him. Then you got like rappers too. I should be meeting AB soon. Antonio Brown. But then there's rappers too, like Polo G.
Oh, you sold to Polo G?
Yeah, I never got
sweet.
to meet him, but it was just an online thing with Polo G.
What, he DM'd you or something?
It was because the Newmans, Jaden and Julian Newman.
Oh, okay.
They helped me get in contact with him.
I saw you posted a picture with Lil Keed on Instagram.
Oh, Lil Keed, yeah, Lil Keed's another one. He's pretty. I'm pretty good with him. Lil Got It is coming soon too. It's his brother, who's a rapper. But like, it's just a wide range. And then there's a ton of college athletes who soon next year they'll be in the league and they'll be really good. Like Cole Anthony, you got.
Yeah.
James Wiseman. Yeah, I sold to him.
He's nasty.
You got a ton of players. Basically anyone in college or high school. You got Mikey Williams.
Yeah.
Just a ton of people.
So how did you first start selling?
Like, how'd you just get this network?
For real?
So what happened was I was just scrolling and someone ended up shouting out some guy named Zach Harvey. He played for Prolific Prep, which is it's a pretty known school in Arizona. But they had a guy named Nico Mannion who's on their team. If a lot of people know him as like the ginger freak or something like that because he's ginger and he's really good. He's on Arizona now. He's projected to go first round too, but basketball. But so what happened was I DM'd him and he was like, if you give me a good deal on these Travis Scott 4s, which I had in his size, he was like, he'll help me get in contact with Nico. So I was like, all right. And it wasn't honestly like even an insane deal. It was like StockX price, to be honest. So it was what I was going to sell it for. Because these basketball players, they don't really know that much. Yeah. So it was like what I was going to end up selling it for either way. So we got me in contact with Spencer Rattler, who's now the quarterback for Oklahoma. He's going to start next year, but just right now behind Jalen Hurts. And then Nico Mannion and a couple other guys. But like that's what started me off. And Nico got me in contact with Phase Adapt and just went around.
Yeah. So like they just like keep introducing you to people.
Yeah, and sometimes when shout outs.
Do you like ask for specific clients or not, or like sometimes. Whoever they introduce you to, you'll just take it?
But it's a mix of both. Sometimes it's whoever they introduced me to, but like other times I try heavily to get this single client. Like I've tried hard to get Brownie, but it just hasn't worked out like that. But like with Zaire Wade, I tried hard with him. And it's just like heavy, like Phase Adapt. I was like, yo, can you help me with Phase Adapt? It's sometimes heavy, sometimes not. Sometimes I'm just like, just do whoever you're close with. Sometimes it's like, I really want this guy. Could you help me out? And they're like, yeah. Or if they're not close to them, they're like not really close to them like that. Maybe they'll hit you up. But it's a mix of both.
And also, I see your Instagram page. You're very, very active. Do you also try to DM these players and stuff like that?
So with that, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I've tried with that. Some people answer, some people don't. Like because you get in their requests, some people don't. But I've gotten in a couple players' DMs, like smaller players that I've just seen play on TV and stuff, and that like I like that are on my teams that I like. But yeah, and some of the people too. It's pretty cool because I'm actually like I sell to them, but I'm also like friends with them too. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's both. But I'm really active on the page because I think I gotta be too.
So what made you want to take this path to deal with athletes? Because I know you're a huge college football fan, like sports fanatic. So how did you start off? I'd say like growing up, you were just always into sports, and you're like, one day I would like to work with athletes, be in contact with them, develop relationships, or...
Well, what it was I still do too when I'm older. I don't know what will happen, but I've always been wanting to be a sports like broadcaster because I'm a huge sports fan. Me and my friends watch every Saturdays and Sundays, football and basketball too, and I go to a bunch of games. But one time I met 3 players, which now I know and I sell to. One's Kendrick Norton, RJ McIntosh, and I don't remember the third. Chad Thomas, who's now a rapper too. But
wait, he plays sports.
His name's Major 9.
It's funny because back in the day, a lot of these basketball players, they want to be rappers. Want
but
to be
he's pretty good too. Players. He's got like 10 million views.
Damian Lillard, he got bars.
And so there's another guy who raps. I forget who though. Oh, Marvin Bagley. But the thing is though, when I met them, I got this like rush and it was crazy and I thought it was insane meeting them. And I've always like collected autographed and like memorabilia and stuff like that. But it was just like once I saw like someone selling to that guy Zach, I was like, I need to try it. And now it's just like I find it so cool whenever I get to meet these players.
For real.
So I don't know. It's just like now it's just like I always wanted to get like better and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But it's like even like some of the people like that aren't even as big as the people. Like I feel like it's like crazier to meet some players like who are on the Hurricanes that like people would rather meet like Zaire Wade, but I'd rather meet the Hurricanes players because like I watch the Hurricanes all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just always. Yeah, I've always been a huge sports fan, so it's always been like that.
So, is there any other tips you'd like to give any sneaker resellers out there if they'd like to, start reselling or get access to athletes? What's some advice you could give them to get them started on their path? Some tips.
Well, there's a couple things. One is you always should try. Whether obviously you shouldn't like DM LeBron James expecting a response and stuff like that, but like the smaller athletes, because a lot of them check their DMs and their requests than you like think they wouldn't, but a lot of them do. So you should always try, and then especially with the smaller players like teammates, because you don't know how close they are to the bigger guys too. And another thing is like. What I'm saying is when you're starting off, you shouldn't buy personals that much unless your parents are helping you with that. If not, like with me when I was starting, my parents helped me a little, but it wasn't like that. It was like birthday money, which I got. But you should always try to like reinvest in yourself before you buy personals. And like what I usually do is every 5 or 6 shoes I flip or whatever, I buy a personal for myself.
Okay, that's a good plan.
You got to put your money to work instead.
Yeah.
It's so that it's just reinvest, and like you should always like if you want to sell to athletes, try. But you also got to realize too, some of these athletes, if you're trying for the big ones, got a ton of plugs. So you got to you got to have the best prices for them.
I feel like it also might be easier if you start when they're in high school still. Probably, right?
That's the best. Because once they hit the league, if I'm going to be real, you're not going to get anyone who's in the league right now. Yeah. All of them have a plug, and it's really hard for me. That's why all the people I know who are in the NFL or NBA are all rookies right now. Because I got them when they were in college. Yeah. And that's why soon most of the guys I'm going to be working with are going to be in the league.
Yeah, you develop that relationship while they're younger, while they're early.
Exactly.
Because it's really hard once they're in the league to get in contact with them because they got a ton of brands sending them up a ton of people.
Yeah. And sometimes, bro, Nike or Jordan brand or Adidas will send the shoes directly to them half the times,
if they're already signed or something.
But it's like the thing with like Tyler Hero. I talked to him before the draft. Like he's on the Heat now. And some people didn't know, but he's doing great too.
Dude, he's nice.
Insane.
Nice.
But he went. I talked to him before the draft. I'm close with his brothers too. But like the thing with him is he doesn't need anything because everything right now is getting sent to him by Nike because he's doing insane. Like some guys only get a couple stuff, but him, everything he needs, he doesn't need. He literally needs nothing. Everything's getting sent to Nike.
Must be nice.
Are you a Heat fan?
I'm a huge Heat fan.
Dude, I'm happy with how it's been going this season.
Great. It looks good.
Yeah, it's looking good, honestly.
Kendrick Nunn.
I wish I could go to that Lakers Heat game.
I'm going to it. Devin Carter's getting me tickets.
I'm going to be in Key West, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I know the assistant coach, and the assistant coach's son, I'm close with him, and he's getting me. What I do with them is I give them good deals on shoes, and they get me tickets. So that's what.
That's the way to go.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
I got those off-white.
I'll take that any day,
sneakers.
Man.
Really? Which ones?
The ones that were kind of like sitting, kind of.
The ones that just came out.
Oh,
with the spikes.
Yeah.
I don't like those.
I don't like the spikes ones, but he wanted it, so I was like, all right. So I got 2 of them, sold them both for retail, and he's getting me tickets for the Lakers game.
Wow.
Which is and his seats.
That's a win-win.
That's a great trade-off, honestly.
Yeah, because. So it just worked out, but it's like that, like, cause what he's gonna do because I've known him for a while, like for over a year now, and it's not like you're just gonna be like hit him up and be like, oh yeah, if you give me these for retail, I'll get you tickets. It's the connections you got to make with him first and the relationship.
Exactly.
And now it's like he just hooks me up because I hook him up with stuff.
Of course.
So it's like it's just you got to build relationships.
All right, Hunter, thank you again for joining us today. Hope you guys got some tips and information on how you could possibly resell to celebrities, athletes, rappers in the near future. Oh, and one more thing. Don't think we forgot about you guys. Event details coming real soon to the next HypeCentral.
Stay tuned for the next event.
Yes, sir. See you guys later. We out.